Welcome to Landrianka on YouTube. I'm here to help you break through those fears and live an awesome life. But you have to do it. I get so many of you that know that what I'm telling you is true. That you are in control. That you create your own reality. That there's science behind all of this. That all probabilities exist right now. That waves can turn into particles, and that we live in a three-dimensional world that is now transgressing into something higher and more beautiful, with or without us. There's going to be a whole group of you that go to that fourth and fifth dimension, and then the rest of the world that clings to fear and doesn't want to believe what they are, well, that's okay too, but they're going to live in a different world than those of you who, well, transform into something beautiful. The very thing that you are, without the density. Now, we are on planet Earth. We're going to have to deal with the challenges. We came for the challenges. You came here to raise your frequency. That's it. How do you do that? You live a beautiful life. You open up to all your possibilities. You welcome the challenges as opportunities for growth. You accept the pain, but you don't suffer through it. How do you do all of this? I'm going to tell you something. You can manifest anything you want. I just spent a week with Dr. Joe Dispenza in his advanced workshop, and we were manifesting things right there. Manifesting things within the day, within a couple hours I did. My friend manifested hers within 24 hours, something that was unbelievable. How are we doing that? Well, yeah, we had a whole week of like 7 and 8 hour or more days of pure manifesting, exhausted and still doing it, and opening up our hearts and sitting there until that happened. And sometimes the chatter would come in, but we're learning how to sit with that and not react to it. And that's the key. If you're expecting this mystical thing to show up and you're going to be an enlightened being like Eckhart Tolle, who was in a very deep, dark place at the moment of his enlightenment, well, you're going to be greatly disappointed because most of us, we just evolve into our awakening. And connecting to that place where all things are possible, where you can think about something and it will show up. Not sound crazy? It's not. I've seen it happen. I've done it myself. I know how to do it. And yes, fear creeps up sometimes, and the old ego, you saw my little ego here, my buddy. Sometimes he's pestering me, and I just remind myself of what that is. It's a learned energy. It's a energy that's brought forward from centuries that we inherit when we come on this planet. It's part of our DNA. It's a shared energy because we're a collective consciousness. And it's all the things that you've been told in your own personal life and the experiences that you believe. You don't have to believe any of it. We know all of the things we've been told in the past are not true. There is a higher power, and you're it. Your it experience itself here on this planet. You do not have limitations other than those imposed by the material world, and those can be transgressed also. But you don't have to go there to create an awesome life. You don't have to walk on water or walk through walls, which some people do. It's not one of my goals. I like swimming in water. I don't have to walk on it. But these things are possible. What do you want to do? Do you want to just abundance? Do you want to stop suffering? Do you want to let go of the past? I can't tell you how many people just talk about the past. My God, aren't you tired of it? It's gone. Let it go. Do you know what your biggest lesson should be for yourself? Can you forgive? That's probably the main lesson, the main goal for you here is to have experienced that so that you can forgive. That's a huge one. Somebody did something to me. No. This is all part of the big plan. No coincidences. All part of your experience. Some of it's chosen, some of it's participating. Ew. My cat is flinging stuff. It's all part of the big plan. It's all part of your opportunity to become something greater. Are you going to move past it, or are you going to wallow in it and, oh, poor me, and I have this and that? We're all equal. We all have our challenges. And sometimes you'll see people and it looks like they don't have such big challenges. They do. Even myself, you can say, oh, well, Andrea, she's had a really good life. Yeah, I've had a great life. I chose it. You know why? Because I had to have a clean slate here. And I've had my challenges. I've had to move past things and deal with certain things so that I could be a teacher, so that I could put myself in this position. And by the way, I did not want to. I did not want to be in this position where it would have been so easy to shut this camera off and never go out into the world and put myself in front of people. You see me, I don't have makeup half the time or my hair done. I don't even care anymore. You know why? Because I'm here on a mission. I know what I need to do, and I'm going to take on that challenge even when I don't want to. Even when I get resistance from people, or people just frustrate the heck out of me sometimes because I'm looking at these beautiful light beams and I'm thinking, my God, you wield all the power and you're looking to me? I'll give you the tools. You've got to use them. I know, honey. Little Coo says, use the tools. So it's going to come down to this. Meditation's going to open up gateways, and you've got to do it. If you are not meditating every day, don't say, oh, I'll get to it. No, it has to be a part of your day. I meditated for an hour this morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. I am not a morning person, but when I wake up at that time, instead of trying to go back to sleep, I'm thinking, there's a reason I'm up this early. I'm going to use it. I meditate, and then I'll go back to bed. Sometimes I go back to bed for a couple hours, and I get up at like 8 o'clock. It's easy to do that. And then you sleep, and you're opening up the gateway. And then when you go into sleep, by the way, you go into theta, whoa, you can have mystical experiences because you're opening up those gateways. Use guided meditations if you need to. I do. I use Dr. Joe Dispenza. I pick the ones that I want. I like the one where he opens up the heart and he connects to the pineal gland. And I had my brain scanned, and it was pretty exciting. I got to see this red area that was starting to, expand, starting from the pineal gland when I was meditating. Stuff happens in there. It's real. It's documentable. Are you going to use it? It's sitting there waiting for you. You're walking around, I have these problems, I don't have this. What are you going to do about it? You have a gateway, and you can open it up anytime, and you've got to open that heart. Open that heart. Love other people, even when you don't want to. Know that we are all pure love. Now, it's not easy to love other people. Stranger in the street, I'm going to love somebody. Guess what? When you meditate and you start to open your heart, you actually do feel love for other people. Not as individuals, but as part of what we are. You see the expression of life walking around, even in its ugliest form, its lowest density. You see the expression of what we are, and that all things are possible, and that all of those people can be enlightened just as easily as you can. Just as easily. Sometimes easier, because they've hit such dark depths that there's no other way to go but up, right? You've got to raise that frequency. That's what you came here to do. We all have a job. And you need to join me in this, because I spent that week and we did stuff that was amazing. And when you go to that beautiful open space, the room looks different. The sun shines brighter. Look at this. I got a foot. My God. Your whole world will look different. You're going to feel different. You're going to feel empowered. You're going to know, no matter what's going on around you, you just know everything's going to be okay. The money will come. because you're not worried about it. When you're focused on worry, you're focused on lack. You're focused on not getting it. You're focused on not believing. If you're worrying, you're not believing. Don't tell me you're believing if you're worrying. If you're worrying, if you knew I was going to hand you $1 million tomorrow and you were going to be evicted today, you wouldn't give a crap, would you? You'd go, relax, because I know I'm getting the money tomorrow. It doesn't matter. I'll figure something out. But you worry now because you're not believing you're going to get the money. No, you have the money. Thank the universe for sending you the money. Don't decide how it's coming to you. You want the relationship? Know that person's coming to you. You know what's really appealing? A really confident, secure person who's doing things for themselves and not looking for somebody else to fix them or make them feel good. Then you're going to attract that person that wants a secure person that's got their act together, and guess what? You two can conquer the world together. If you're insecure, you're looking for something outside yourself, that's what you're going to attract. Somebody's going to take advantage of you because they need that too. Got to get this in order. Get this in order, and everything else will work. And when stuff happens, you go, you know what? Thank you, that's my opening. I lost my job. Thank you. That's my opening to something else huge. Okay, cool. What is it? I'll get excited. Ooh, something great's going to come along. I just know it. Oh, lost the relationship? Guess what? You just got primed for the right one. And then maybe the right one works for a few years and you're supposed to go to the next one. Don't put rules on everything. Open that heart. Meditate. Open up that gateway. That's the key, and you can do it. I know you can. I'm sending you light, love, health, wealth, abundance, prosperity, money, love, happiness, freedom. Did you say your mantra? Did you send light and love out to the world? Send it out right now. Send light from your heart out to this world. Light and love and healing. Send it out. It counts. Tests show that it counts. It really works. Your energy is powerful. And then you say your mantra. I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Thank you for all the blessings and miracles you're sending me now. I accept them. I'm happy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaste.